once again, everybody, to another episode of Up Pompey. Basically, massive spoiler alert here. If you haven't seen episode 10, which by the time this goes up, obviously it will be up, I have just uploaded episode 9 to be made public saved in a few hours. So episode 10 will be what is tomorrow in real life, but obviously I've already recorded that. I recorded it last night. Yeah, massive spoiler alert. If you want to know how we got on in that live game, please pause it now and go back and watch that last episode. If not, then we'll carry on. You've had fair warning now. Of course, we started off the month perfectly with that 2-0 win in the JPT final against Oldham, and we couldn't really ask for anything else. We were fantastic all game. We were absolutely brilliant, well deserved, fully deserved that win at Wembley. Only 27,000 there, but I did notice the Pompey the stand with the Pompey fans were full actually in game, which is, without being too biased, is quite realistic. So that was good to see, and it was lovely to get our first bit of silverware. We followed that fantastic win up with a 3-1 win at home to Notts County. Goals from Mason Bennett, Kiwomya and Roberts put us 3-0 up, with Kennedy getting the goal back in the 90th minute. Then that was also followed by a huge 4-3 win away at Dagenham. Now this was very annoying because it was a case of, if we won and Leyton Orient, Hartlepool and Luton all lost or failed to win, something along those lines, then we would be promoted. In fact, we'd be promoted as champions. However, that didn't quite go to plan. I think Leyton Orient won in the end. Leyton Orient won, Hartlepool won, I believe, or drew, and Luton lost or drew. One team lost, I know that much. I think one or two teams won. However, we deserved to win this. I felt maybe not shots wise and stats wise. Possession, again, I've noticed a lot of the time we have dominated possession. Bennett put us 1-0 up. Mason Bennett. Jones equalised. Oh no, sorry. Mason Bennett put us 1-0 up. Connor Chaplin made it 2 after 46 minutes, just before half time. Jones got a goal back before Hernandez equalised. Carl Bennett then went and scored to put us 3-2 up. Wallace made it 4 before George Gomez in the 91st minute got a goal back for them. And this game was the game that saw us promoted by 1 point, something like that, which I was very happy about. That meant we went into our game in hand knowing that a point would see us up as champions. However, we went one better than that. A fantastic 2-1 win. Christian Burgess with the first. Ibert got a goal back before Bennett sealed the win in the 61st minute. And possession-wise, stats-wise, yeah, we fully deserved this. And we really did deserve the title. That was the game that we were named champions. Then we followed up with a 1-1 draw at home to Plymouth. By this time, obviously, as I say, we were already champions. Noble Lazarus got the Plymouth goal. Ruben Reid missed a penalty before. Carl Bennett made it 1-1. I did play Paul Jones in this game, and Ben Close and Adam May as well. I'm trying to use a few of the youngsters, as you can see. We even tried Howison up top. So quite an interesting selection of players there. Didn't really have anyone come on in that striking position. I think Connor Chaplin came on and moved into that striker's position. But yeah, that was another game where we picked up a point. We didn't need to, but we did anyway. Then a 1-0 win away from home against York City. Carl Bennett with the goal for us. Adam May did get injured for quite some time, I think. I can't remember what it was. 2 to 3 months with a torn hamstring. His potential is very, very high. He's very, very good. That's why I wanted to start using him now that we've got promotion, now that we've got the title. Not too bothered about how many points we get this season. We're up. That's all that really matters to me. Then a 1-0 loss at home against Wickham. Danny Hollands' own goal after Ben Close was sent off in the 33rd minute. I wasn't too happy with Close, obviously, for getting sent off, and it was a bit of a sucker punch to have Holland sent off. But 33 minutes gone, we were down to 10 men, and we still managed 61% possession. I'm really, really hopeful for next season. I think we could give a lot of teams a run for their money. We then faced Hartlepool and beat them 2-1. Came from 1-0 down. Oyenuga with Hartlepool's goal for Fotheringham, and Fankety Dabo with the goals for Pompey. Now, they're two players that I wouldn't expect to score 2 winning goals in a game for us, but they did anyway. And that sees us nicely into the final game of the season against Northampton. Now, I have been scouting a lot of players. These are all, I think these are all regens. He's not, I don't think, Gary Boylan. No, he's not, but he does look a decent player. He's on his way in for 65k. Gary Butler is a regen. I think, yep. His finishing really caught my eye. He's used to target man, apparently, but let's say these are mainly regens. That I think they're all regens. All from League 2. I think. Oh, he's not a regen. Another regen. Yeah, he's from Wrexham. Okay, he is from obviously from the conference, from non-league football, but he's got some decent stats. Heading 15, determination's high, aggression's quite high, finishing could do with getting put up, but he's a defensive forward, and if nothing else, these players can always be sold on in the future for a bit of money. Bear with me 1 sec, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I am back. As you can see on this this screen here, things have changed. Top goal scorer is now Kyle Bennett. He's had a fantastic season for us. I don't know if there's any way to look into the top scorers other than just this bit. Doesn't seem like it. But as I say, Kyle Bennett is the top scorer as things stand, with 1 game to go. I think he's by 1, maybe 2 goals. I think Tubbs is right on his heels. Chaplin is up there as well. Highest average rating, Christian Burgess still. He's been brilliant for us this season. Carl Bennett with the most assists with 11. Mark Fotheringham with the best pass completion at 81%. Kyle Bennett with 8 Player of the Match awards. 8. He's had a very good season for us. Doyle has 16 yellow cards, and Ender Stevens has 2 red cards. If we go into it this way, I'm pretty sure stats in the league. Here we go. Yeah, Bennett has 18, Tubbs has 16 in the league, Chaplin has 15 in the league. The next highest is Mason Bennett with 9 in 20 games. Burgess is up there as well with 5. But yeah, so they've all done very well. I can't really complain at all this season. So what we'll do is we'll get into this game and see how we get on. Last game of the season against Northampton. Let's have a look to see. Ben Close has got to come off. For Hollands can go in there. May well play Watmore in place of Hendry today. I think give him a bit of a chance. Give him a chance there. Ball playing defender. The other player I'm tempted to give a go, I will bring on actually at some point, is Ryan Colburn. He's the guy who I said about in the youth intake, and the stats just keep going up. He's a shadow striker, as I said before. He's played 1 game so far, got 6.7. He came on against, I can't remember who he came on against, but he did come on as a sub against someone. So that looks like it's going to be our best team. Might be a chance to maybe say goodbye to some of the players who will be probably leaving us very soon. Howison's going to be part of our future. Howison looks like a very, very good signing. If we have a look, 400k, 4 assists in 9 games. He's been fantastic for us. He really has. He's got potential to be a Sky Bet League 1 attacking midfielder in the future. He could probably be backup for Bennett, I think, next season. We've got backup for Chaplin in Colburn. I probably will be using him as backup. Might try and bring Jed Wallace in again on loan and have him as backup for Roberts or as a first team player. Really, I think next season the places where I'm going to have to look to try and improve is the centre mid positions and the backup, the squad depths. So let's get into the game. I may also look at getting a new keeper in the closed season. So let's see how we do. Right, last game of the season. Let's have some fun out there. Thank you. Right. Burgess. Apparently we've only... Oh, it's now 5 out of 5, okay. That'll be 6 out of 6. With the passing completions off slightly, it's now 10 out of 10, which is good. Ball swinging, but it's headed away. Matt Tubbs, will he look wide? He's got to look wide. Come on, well done. Carl Bennett now. He's taking it past one. He's tackled by Maloney. Leland. Out to Hoskins. Hoskins to Richards. Back to Hoskins. Ender Stevens does well. Carl Bennett now. It's cut inside. Done. To Chaplin. Connor Chaplin. Can he pass the ball through to Bennett? Bennett's shot is saved with ease by Clark. Roberts now with a free kick, and it's just over the bar. Not a bad start so far. I think this is going to be one of those games where we just dominate. So I'm going to stick it onto attacking. Bennett comes close to opening the scoring. Ball swung in. Oh, I thought it was a penalty then. Danny Hollins with the foul. Ball's cleared away. It's only as far as Stevens into Danny Hollins. Danny Hollins to Carl Bennett. Bennett, can he? Oh, he's gone for goal. It's over the bar. Carl Bennett's gone down injured. Oh no. I took Howison off the bench. Oof. That was a bit close for my liking. Sound a bit... Oh, that's annoying that Bennett's gone down, injured. May have to take him off. If I do, I'm sure I can sort something out. What is that from Dunn? That's terrible. Damaged heel. Should be able to nurse him through the match. Might have to bring him off at half time, I think. Bennett to Dunn. James Dunn. Can he find a pass? There's Chaplin. Into Hollins. Danny Hollins through to Bennett. Oh, he gets a lot of shots from nice positions, Bennett. He gets a lot of chances, but sometimes he just can't hit the target enough. They're performing pretty well, so just need to get that goal really. Roberts play out there, yeah he can, and then let's bring on... See, I was tempted to have McGurk come on, but I'd rather have Wallace come on at this point, I think. Have him as a winger, sorry. Sorry, I'm just sorting this out. There we go. I do want to bring on Colburn at some point though, so I'm going to give Tubbs the chance to get a couple this second half as well. Roberts to Chaplin now, Connor Chaplin. To Hollins. Chaplin's been brilliant for me this second half of the season especially. He's done well all season, but it's a good tackle. Well, Stevens been penalised. Ball swung in and Murphy comes out and collects. Clark kicks it long. Burgess with the header finds Chaplin. Chaplin now to Hollins. I have been training Chaplin as a striker because I thought Colburn can play in that attacking midfield role. And there's the ball in from Wallace, and Tubbs gets on the end of it. 19th goal of the season. And he's now just one goal away from levelling Kyle Bennett's record this season. Lovely ball from Wallace, 2 minutes after coming on at half time. And Matt Tubbs has found the back of the net for the 19th time this season. Lovely finish. As I was saying, yeah, I've been training Chaplin to play in Tubbs' position, basically. Have him as a poacher as well, because I like using that poacher. It's worked well for me this season. That way, Colburn can come in place of Chaplin. Basically just thinking of ways to replace my players with players I've already got, especially these youngsters, because I've got a lot of good youngsters. As Tubbs plays through to Chaplin, it's tackled though, it's cleared away, but it's Stevens into Gary Roberts. Gary Roberts swings the ball in. Tubbs! Ooh! That was very close to being 2. Roberts swings it in, and oh, Maloney has fouled Hollands, and it's a penalty. Penalty to Portsmouth, and it's Gary Roberts is going to take it, I think. He's not letting Tubbs have it. I'm going to take this opportunity to bring Colburn on in place of Chaplin. As Gary Roberts steps up to take it. Can't change it while in. It's 2-0. Gary Roberts with only his 5th goal of the season, but don't forget he did spend a lot of the season out injured. So 5 goals is not a bad return for him from that wide position. And we're now 2-0 up. Scott swings it in. Burgess header away, and it's Cameron Gale has been brought down by Ricky Holmes. He's not happy with how this is going on his return to Fratton Park, and he's been sent off. Oh dear, it had to happen. Stevens to Roberts. Colburn, that's a lovely ball from Colburn. Out to Jed Wallace. Wallace back into Colburn. Out to Roberts again. Roberts. Cross comes shot is blocked, and Scott brings the ball away under pressure from Hollands. It's now with Maloney, Byram, through to Richards. That's good play, and he was unlucky there not to get a goal back. 76th minute gone. Has just gone. I'm going to bring on Jamie Mulhall. I think this will be the first time you guys have seen him. Oh, actually, no, sorry, I'm not. I'm going to bring on Jamie Beanie. Because, and I'll tell you because, regen, possible 4-star potential, could improve quite a bit in the future. I'm not too sure about him, but I'm going to give him a chance. He's got a couple of decent stats. Leadership's very high, so maybe a potential captain in the future. But as I say, I'm trying to give these youngsters a chance. I feel a bit sorry for the likes of Mason Bennett, who's not going to get on the pitch to try and add to his tally this season before he returns to Derby. And it's Leland now. Puts the ball across, and it's 2-1. Well, it's taken the sheen off of a lovely performance once again, and it hasn't ruined this season whatsoever. If I've not bothered about the result here, I've given those youngsters a chance. Yeah, we are against 10 men, but I'm happy as long as we've won promotion, we've won the league, we've won the JPT this season. We've done the double in our first season. I'm not bothered. As Richards runs through here, and that's well in by Beanie, and Stevens plays it forward towards Tubbs, but it's intercepted by Leland. Beanie now into Jed Wallace. Wallace tries to get down that line here. Wallace plays it across to Danny Hollands into Dunn. Colburn. Out wide to Gale. Jed Wallace now gives the ball away to Bell. And it's back to Clark. Clark hits it long, but it's only as far as Stevens, and Roberts has the ball again. Oh, Roberts! Where did that come from? It's 3-1. That may be a total fluke, but wow, what a goal that is. Roberts holds it up well, goes outside, and he's just hit it across the face of goal, beyond the keeper, and Pompey lead 3-1 on the final day of the season. Tubbs with the first, Roberts with 2, and that should well be the final whistle Burgess plays it out to Wallace, and there it goes. There goes the final whistle. A huge 3-1 win, final game of the season, and very, very pleased with the result. Very, very pleased with how we got on there. And that leaves us on 99 points. 30 wins from 46 games in our first season in the league, with only 9 draws and 7 losses. That is a very, very, very good end to the campaign. Crawley have been relegated down into non-league again. Stevenage are also down. Luton have been promoted. Luton promoted on the last day of the season. Tubbs ends his goal drought. About time too. Curtin comes down on League 2. There we go. And we're just going to have a look at the leagues. As you can see, Leyton Orient and Luton are also up. The playoffs will be played between Hartlepool, FC Wimbledon, Oxford and Plymouth. Wycombe really dropped off towards the end. League 1, Wigan went up as champions, with Sheffield United also, well, they've not quite gone up yet actually. Last game of the season is yet to go, but it looks like it will be one of Sheffield United and Millwall. It looks very much like it will be Sheffield United. Millwall need a 7-goal swing, and to hope that Sheffield United lose. So really they'd be hoping for what? In fact, they need an 8-goal swing looking at the goals scored. So Sheffield United are probably up. Millwall, Barnsley and Scunthorpe all have made the playoffs. Doncaster and Oldham and also Rochdale will be fighting it out for the final spot in the playoffs. Shrewsbury, Fleetwood and Port Vale all relegated down to League 2, and it very much looks like Bury are going to be down as well. Can't see them catching Bradford. They're 3 points behind, and with a -8 goal difference, Bury are down, I'm pretty sure of it. The Championship now, the playoffs have already about to start. Brighton went up as champions, 88 points. That is quite impressive actually for Brighton. Derby also promoted finally. Charlton, QPR, Fulham and Hull make up the playoff spots. Birmingham, Preston and Rotherham relegated down into League 1. In the Premier League, Chelsea are champions. Man United, Arsenal, Man City all get the make up the top 4. Tottenham look like they're going to finish it. Well, yeah, they'll finish in 5th. I would have thought. Liverpool have 2 games in hand, but they need Tottenham to lose their last game of the season, and for Liverpool to win all 3 really of their games, or 2 wins and a draw actually would do it for them. Everton are into they're into Europe after winning. I can't remember which. I want to say it was the Carling Cup they won. Yeah, it must have been the Carling Cup they won. And Bournemouth down after their first season with only 3 wins all season. Sunderland also relegated, and it looks like Stoke are going to be relegated as well. That's very interesting indeed. Let's have a look at the competitions. English FA Cup final is between Liverpool and Chelsea, and Everton won the Capital One Cup final on penalties after beating Arsenal after a 2-2 draw in normal time. So that is the end of our first season. No more League 2, which is very good to see. We'll be challenging up in League 1. Some very interesting games going to be next season. It's going to be interesting to see how we do against the likes of Coventry. Gillingham, that's going to be a huge game for me, with Gillingham being my second team. Obviously, as I said earlier, Birmingham, Preston and Rotherham, 3 teams that we are going to be playing against next season as well. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for keeping interested in this series so far. I will be coming back on the opening day of the season, in the next episode, opening day of the League 1 season. That means you guys won't see any pre-season, you won't see any transfers we make, any players we sell until that episode. It's going to be a very, very long episode, I feel. This one seems to be dragging on as well. But hopefully we can keep the majority of the squad together, because they have played very, very well. I'm looking forward to having Adam May back next season as well. May try and move a few players on. I mean, our transfer history, if you look at it, we've spent just under 1 million in transfers, and we haven't received a single penny in any of them. I'm just wondering where Danny Shittu ended up. He is still without a team, and Romy Bocco is at Crawley, where he's played 7 games. No wonder they got relegated. I'm sorry, Romy, but no wonder they got relegated. So, again, thank you. Please leave a like button. Please leave a like button. Please leave a comment with any opinions. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. And of course, I will subscribe back to anyone who has been keeping an interest in this and wants a subscriber, I suppose. So I will see you the opening game of next season. Who knows who we're going to be playing against? Be very interesting. See you then. Bye bye.